the first test is to decide whether there is personal services income. And as I said, some people make mistakes with that and start applying the PSI rules when they really oughtn't to do that. And if you do that, then your client will probably finish up paying more tax. But at any rate, having decided that there is personal services income, the next test is whether there is a personal services determination in place. Now, that basically is a ruling from the tax office saying that you are a personal services business. The next test is the most important test in the PSI rules and is one of the most misunderstood tests, and that's the results test. The reason it's so important is that if you pass the test, then you have a personal services business and all of the PSI rules don't apply to you. And so while the test is important, it can be confusing to apply. And most of the cases that have gone through the courts to do with these PSI rules have been on the question of whether a person passes the results test, and every one of those taxpayers have lost the case.
Oh, okay.
Every one. Yes. And it's because of the misconception of what the results test is about. If it's not passed, then it's necessary to consider whether 80% or more of the client's personal services income is derived from one client or that client's associates.
Yeah.
So if the 80% test is failed, then that's it. The PSI rules will apply to you, and the attribution rules and the deduction issues that we've already spoken about will apply to you. However, if you pass the 80% test, then the client must pass one of three other tests, not all of them, but just one. Now, it needs to be kept in mind that only one of them needs to be passed. And in practice, when the 80% test is passed, it is frequently the case that one of the remaining tests is passed because you have, by definition, at least two clients. Otherwise, you wouldn't have been able to pass the 80% test. However, the tests have got some traps for the unwary. Okay, now, so we've got these three tests, and if you pass one of them, then you're out. So your results test, and you pass the 80% and you pass one of these, then you're out of the rules and you don't need to think about the PSI rules anymore. However, the tax office will say, but Part 4A. And I will say to you, yes, but you don't apply it very much, tax office, do you?